What's up guys, so I'm just going to show you my new addition and then the rest of the video will be my 90 by 45 by 60 Terra tank build for my White's tree frog. So let me show you my new addition and then we'll get into the tank. So this is my new addition for the moment. I've just got him yesterday. I rescued him off someone, that's why he's in this fish tank, and I'm just saving up to get a new tank for him. The bottom does have a crack in it as well, and it's just on paper towel for the minute because the crack's at the bottom, so I won't be able to get substrate inside of it. He's a corn snake. He is about, I think he said he's about 15 years old, so he's quite an old corn snake. He's very tame. As you can tell, I don't really have much for him because I rescued him off the person, like I said, and he was not had the best care. He's in good health and everything, but like he's been feeding him too small of a size mouse or rat, and he's also kept him on shredded paper instead of like a substrate or paper toweling, so he's obviously not had the best upbringing, but I'll get him out for you so you can just have a better look at him. So here he is. I thought he could be an anuary, but I'm not sure what morph he is. Also, he's got this lump at the base of his tail here. If anyone could tell me what that is, I'm not 100% if it would have to be a vet drip. It doesn't seem to be doing any harm, but I'm just a little bit worried about it, obviously because he's a rescue. But yeah, he's tame. He's not had too bad of a upbringing apart from the tank, like I said. So yeah, that's him, and now let's get onto my tank build. So here is my 45 by 45 by 60. It's on its side at the moment, and as you can see I've already started it. So what I'm going to be doing is the halfway up to here is going to be all land and bioactive with a false bottom, and then the other half I'm doing it a pond type like side. I'm going to foam background all the back of it. I'm just going to do that in a minute. I already did this yesterday, so all this is quite hard. I just need to shape it and cut it all off. So in here there's going to be a pothos, there's going to be a bromeliad in this one here, and in that top one I think I'm going to put another either pothos or another bromeliad that I've got. So here's all the plants I've got that I can put in it. Got some pothos here. There was a couple of plants that were already in the tank when I bought it, 'cause it's second hand. Like this one, I'm not quite sure what it's called, but it's quite a bit dead, so I'll have to see. This one I'll be putting on the bottom definitely because it's very nice colours. I've also got this one which I would like to put on the top as well, but it is quite large, so I'm not so sure. I'm not sure what all of these ones are called, as like I said they're already planted, but I do have all these pothos, all these are pothos here, apart from these three which are bromeliads. I'm not sure what this one's called, just says bromeliad forest. Not sure if that's the shop or whatever, I got them off eBay, well from Internet Reptile. I've got this one which I think it's like a tiger of some sort or something like that, I'm not quite sure. Very nice one. And then finally I've got this one which I'll be planting in there, which I just showed you, that one. And that's this bromeliad here, it's like pink in the middle and goes out. It's a nice one. So yeah, I shall put you on a time lapse of me just doing some more spray foaming, so let's get to it. So I've just done a little bit extra on here where I missed from before. Like I covered the small plant pot that I just showed you for the bromeliad, and just filled out a couple of little extra pieces just around here. So next, the bit I'm going to be doing is I'm going to place all the cork bark and wood in the background how I want it, and then I'm just going to spray foam all of the back up until about here, because this is where I'm going to have the waterfall feature coming down. So yeah, let me get to it. So this is the placement I've decided to go with. I've got a big piece of cork going here, which is hollow all the way through. It's got 3 or 4 entrances. There's a small cork flat here, and I've got another cork round coming off the background, as you can see, up, with this big branch going through the middle. So that's how it's going to look, with half water, half land. So yeah, let me get to the time lapse. So far this is what I've done. I'm just going to put a couple of plant pots in while it's still wet, as I forgot to put them in. I've used 2 cans so far, so all this side was 1 can, and all this back has been another can. I've got this no nonsense spray foam, but for this side I used a different one because it's what I had from my first build. So yeah, I'm just going to push some plant pots in, dotted around, and then I'll get back to you. So I've just put 2 plant pots in, one at the top here, one down here. I'm just going to put a bit of spray foam here and just cover the edges of that with spray foam because it's like lifted off. So after I've done that, I shall leave it. I'm filling this gap here. Then I'll leave it, come back to it, and then I'll cut it all and I'll get back to you. So here, as you can see, what I've done is I've cut 2 strips out of the back foam piece that fit, so it's like this, like a tunnel. So the pump will be inside that. What I need to do is just cut a small hole at the bottom so water can get in, and then when I put the pump in, it will come out there with these exo-terras. You get these little slots here which wires can fit in, and that's where the pump will come out of. And then obviously the top's made out of mesh, so you can take the top off and you'll be able to see inside easily. So next, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start shaping it a little bit and cutting away some of the stuff just to make sure I don't touch any of these bits what I've only just done. So yeah, let's get to that. So first I'm going to cut this, and then let's get to the rest of it. There you go guys, so as you can see, foamed all the tunnel in. Tunnel's still there. Once it all dries, the hole is about here. I'm just going to cut that away. I've made sure all of it's covered. So next what I'm going to do is just a little bit of shaping, just while I've got a little bit of time. So yeah, I'll get to that. There you go, you can see the progress so far. It's looking good. So yeah, let's get to that. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to make this video as long as it has to be. I'm just going to start doing some cutting and shaping. Here you go, I'll do the first bit, just so you can see. So yeah, that's basically all I'm going to do all over. I'm not going to record it because it'll just take too long and make the video way too long. So I'll do that and then I'll start recording again when I've done that. So guys, as you can see, I've cut all the foam. So it's all exposed foam now, all over the whole tank. There is quite a lot of deep air pockets, but I'll fill them out with silicone and substrate. So yeah, that's all sorted. I've also made this cut out here for the waterfall so it'll flow down nicely. Next, what I'm going to be doing is using these egg crates, and this is like a basket that you sometimes get fruit and veg in from suppliers. And what I've done, I've cut it about half the size, and I'm going to put that at the bottom for the false bottom, and then put the egg crate on top of it to cover up more area. So next I'm going to be doing that to see if everything's the right size and everything, so I can fit it in, and then I'll get back to you after that. So I figured out how I'm doing the false bottom. What I've done is I've used plant pots, you probably can't see, it's too dark, for the bottom, then put the egg crate on top of them, and then put the black mesh on top of that with a foam block for the water. And I'm going to fill this with rocks and other bits. So yeah, I'm going to take this out, and then I'm going to start doing the silicone on the background. So guys, as you can see, I've started sticking down all of the substrate to the back with the silicone. I didn't have enough for this side, so I'm going to go see if we have any more left. If not, I'll have to order some and then do it at a later date. But all of the back's covered basically. Maybe when I tip it up there'll be a few spaces, but I can fill it in. I'll probably only need one more tube for it, so it should be all good. And yeah, it's all sticking down nicely. I've pushed it all down onto it, so it should stick there. Because when I did my first one, see if I can show you. As you can see, the back is still a bit shiny, like here, because I didn't push the substrate on properly. So hopefully it doesn't do that with this one. So once I've finished the whole thing, I'll get back to you. So here you are guys, as you can see, I've done everything apart from just need to add the water, and I need to get a new pump because the one that I've got is too small, not very powerful, and I don't have any tubing for it. So yeah, I'm getting some of that, which will go inside here, got the back piece, and then the flow will come out of here, travel down. I've done like a little groove here, if you can just about see it, and then come down here and out here, down here. So yeah, that's my build. Up the top we have the post arcs, as you can see. I've got a bromeliad here on the right hand side, got another bromeliad at the back here. I've got this big red plant here in the middle, and then another post arc at the bottom corner. Cork tube, I didn't bother doing the inside because you can't really see it unless you try and look inside of it. Like if I'm from here where I can see the tank, you can't see inside. Then there's this piece of cork flat. This is the big cork tube that I had at the start, but I've blocked off the entrance there, and they can't really get into that because the water level will be about here, but they can get in that side. So yeah, the next thing you'll see me doing is adding the frogs into the tank after I've done the water, which I'm going to do now, and then the video should be done. I'm quite pleased with it. I mean, there's a few things that I could have done better, but obviously that will come through experience and time, or trial and error, whatever you want to call it. I might add a couple of dried bamboo sticks, like I've got some dried bamboo in here if you can see it. So yeah, I might add a couple of those, just going from like this side to the water, or from that side to the water in the middle, not too sure, but yeah, I'll get back to you when I'm putting the frogs in. So guys, as you can see, I've just added my 3 white tree frogs to it. Here they are. The names are Fern, Reggie and Charlie. Yeah, so there it is. I've added all the water. That's why my hands are dirty. I'd say it's about 4 inches deep, maybe. so when I get the pump it'll probably be a bit cleaner, the water will be. At the moment it's really cold. So yeah, here they are. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll probably be uploading another video in a week or less. I'm thinking about doing my next video on one of my snakes, like a ball python care or carpet python care or boa care. So yeah, just let me know in the comments if you want any of those or anything else that you might want. So yeah, there it is. It's took me about 4 days, I'd say, to complete it all. Well, it's not fully completed yet, so yeah. So thanks a lot, guys, and stay tuned.